Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Zeldin, congratulations on your nomination, and thanks for coming by my office a couple weeks ago. As we discussed, Arizona has some unique challenges that we need some help from EPA leadership on, and we need to work with you as a collaborative partner to help us address some specific air quality and water quality challenges that we're facing, and to do this in a way that does not disrupt our state's growth. We're a rapidly growing state. So let's start with air quality. As we discussed, Maricopa County, which is Phoenix, half the population of the state, is in non-attainment under the Clean Air Act for ground-level ozone pollution. Now, under the Clean Air Act, the way the law assumes air quality can be improved is by reducing emissions from stationary sources of emissions, like big manufacturing. Might make sense in some parts of the country, certainly in more industrialized areas, the Rust Belt, the East Coast, but it doesn't make sense in Phoenix. And the reason is we're a really young state, and we don't have a history of this heavy manufacturing. And manufacturing, by the way, is not the source of our air quality challenges in Maricopa County. EPA's own modeling shows that 80% of the ozone-forming pollutants in the Phoenix area come from either natural sources like wildfires or sources outside of the region, like California and Mexico. Now, this means that the typical EPA playbook for how to improve air quality and protect public health is not going to work in Phoenix. It's just not. So we need partnership and collaboration with the EPA headquarters and EPA Region 9 to address these challenges. And we've been working closely with state and local officials and our business community on this. And there are specific actions that we're asking for EPA partnership on. So I'd like to ask for your commitment to working with us on these issues. I'm going to go through them. There's like 4 of them. First, we have several new source review permits currently under review by the Region 9 office. If confirmed, will you commit to ensuring that those permits are prioritized for review?
Senator, your priorities will be mine. We'll make sure that we follow the law, but making sure that this is top of the list.
Thank you. And second, Maricopa County has submitted 2 local rules, which are called Rule 204 and 205. We spoke about those in my office that would provide alternative pathways for generating offsets for new permits for new manufacturing facilities. So remember what I said, we don't have the heavy manufacturing that's shut down that would generate a permit. So these rules have some other ways to do that. So both rules are still pending final approval, although I understand that Region 9 and Maricopa County have been meeting weekly on this to resolve some outstanding issues. But Mr. Zeldin, will you commit to ensuring this coordination between EPA and the county can continue with the goal of having both rules approved as soon as possible?
Senator, while I can't prejudge outcome as far as approval goes on anything, you absolutely have my commitment to be able to work with you, those local partners, to come to Arizona. You also mentioned the Yuma example as well. And as you pointed out, you come from a state where, in a place like Maricopa, you don't have a lot of these sites shutting down. You have more coming in, which is a good problem to have in one way, but you definitely need that partnership with EPA.
Yeah, it's challenging in the other way.
Right.
And that's what we've got to figure out. Third, as I noted, we're still trying to understand the long-term reasons our air quality is getting worse and how to resolve that challenge. Will you commit to help Maricopa County develop some better models to understand why our air quality is getting worse in Maricopa County and help us find some solutions to address this long-term?
Yes, Senator.
And fourth, in that same vein, we know that emissions from Mexico are a serious contributor to our air quality challenges throughout Arizona. Will you commit to having the EPA Region 9 and the EPA Office of Transportation and Air Quality work with our local officials to ensure that our attainment plans account for cross-border pollution?
Yes, Senator. I also heard this concern from both Senator Schiff and Senator Padilla as it relates to Tijuana and the southern border of California. This is clearly an issue across states. I look forward to working with you on this issue.
And then finally, will you also commit to working to find solutions to ensure regions throughout the western United States aren't penalized for emissions created by wildfire smoke?
Yes, Senator.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Ricketts.